Hi, I'm Ebony Bardsley and this is my FMP reflection video week 6. This week was only a 2-day week, but we didn't actually have to be in for any practical sessions, so what we were aiming to do was go away and reflect on what we can be doing during the Easter holidays to prepare ourselves for the intensive rehearsals when we come back. What I'm going to be making sure I've done during the Easter holidays is making sure that I'm very well rested, because I know that when we come back for the intensives it's going to be a lot different than we have been previously working, and it's going to take a lot more of a physical toll on you as well as a mental toll. So I'm going to make sure that I'm both physically and mentally well rested and not doing anything to put too much strain on that, because I really think this will help give me a better chance at putting my all into those rehearsals and bringing the energy that I need and all the fresh ideas and a positive mental attitude to the rehearsal space. I think that having a positive mindset when going into these rehearsals is so important, otherwise you're going to be really closed off and not giving your all, and you just won't be giving your full potential to what you could be doing. When you're working with people and you've not got a positive attitude, it just kind of brings the mood down, and also you won't be able to spark ideas or be able to do everything or take everything that everyone's saying in, because you'll be closed off and subconsciously maybe pushing people out and not wanting to do your best. I'm also going to make sure that I have really looked deeply into the script and look at those lines that I have and make sure that I'm very familiar with them and know them, so that I'm as ready as I can be for when we go back, so that people aren't having to help remind me, or I'm not having to take time to remind myself of what we've done. So I also think that looking back on videos and photos of things that we have already done and rehearsed is going to be very vital in making sure that I'm as prepared as I can be, as this will really help to refresh my memory and give me the full opportunity to go in being as knowledgeable about the piece as I can be. I also need to make sure that I'm very up to date with my work and all the assignments that I have, because if I let them pile on top of me, I will get too stressed and will have a mental block. So I need to make sure that I'm factoring in time for that, as well as looking at the script and taking time for myself to make sure that I'm extremely well rested, like I said, both mentally and physically. I also need to be making sure that my website is fully up to date and updated with pictures and videos, and making sure that it presents me in the best way possible and highlighting all the work that I've done and showcasing that in a very good light. I think having a very tidy and well put together website will really help me, because it will just make everything seem so much more condensed and make me feel less stressed about the work and how everything looks. And I think it just makes it look so much more appealing to an outside perspective, because it will look so much more professional and more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I also need to make sure that my time management skills are really well planned out over the Easter holidays, because everything that I've said I need to do needs to fit into a 2-week period. So I need to be making sure that I've got time to fit all of this in and that I'm not procrastinating. And I think having a set timetable or schedule will really help me, because I'll have a clear plan of when I need to do everything, and I won't just let it all pile up until the end of the Easter holidays and then making me overwhelmed and stressed. A final thing that I want to ensure that I've done before I go into the intensive rehearsals is looking back on everything that went well and didn't go well during the last few rehearsals that we had, because I think that reflecting on this will make sure that we can take everything that did go well into the intensives and look at things that weren't so successful and maybe factoring those things out, because I think this will just make sure that we have the best working and rehearsal space as possible.